Hello, folks. Johnny Mo here. Welcome to the first episode of 05 Launch 5 Parsecs from Home. I've had this game for a while. I've used bits of it in like conjunction with Mecha Hack or just other sci-fi games that I want to play where it's not necessarily the combat mechanics. Because for some reason I didn't really want to use the combat mechanics. I don't have sci-fi miniatures. You've all seen the miniatures that I have. They are like 5-6 inch mecha models, but I don't have the little pieces, the little standy miniatures. So this time around, I figured like I want to do more than just Mecha Hack for 05 launch, and 5 Parsecs from Home is very popular as a sort of squad skirmish style game. I haven't seen a lot of videos diving more into the like the role play, the more gamey part of it that isn't just straight up the combat. So that's kind of what I'm planning on doing. Just like with 5 Leagues from the Borderlands on my other channel, Omen Adventures, I've never done the combat. I will try the combat out probably off screen just to see if it's something that I feel is manageable to do in a single sitting session, if I can get the space for it, and just see if it works well recording, or if I just do like a quick battle report and take a couple of pictures of the battlefield. And well, this won't have miniatures. I'll probably be using dice as like little standees. I do have some sci-fi and cyberpunk battle maps that I could use. I might try to look at the combat system for these and see if I can just streamline it a lot, because it's a lot of calculating for cover. Does it hit? Does it penetrate armor? Things like that. And if I'm playing a war game, which normally I'm doing standing up, and for stuff like this I like sitting down. It's easy to do, but it's also very time consuming. I'm a lot better just like flipping open a mat, moving a mini or a dice, and just going about it that way. All right, so we will begin. I've already last week, I already rolled up characters, and we'll go over them. Once again, the space that they give you for all the information you need is a little bit smaller than what I would like, but something like this is perfectly good for just taking to a game shop or over to a friend's house. You know, you have your relevant stats, your reactions, your speed, combat bonus, toughness, savvy, any luck points or XP, 2 weapons, any gear, any notes, things like that. So this is good just like to take to a game shop, find somebody who also wants to do a round or 2 of 5 Parsecs from Home. I needed something a little bit different. I have a notepad. My wife got a subscription box of some stationery stuff, and this is perfect. I still have my 3x5 index cards that I will use, but this was perfect for just looking at the PDF and writing it down. So up first, kind of our MC, our captain, is Johnny Nova. He is human. 5 Parsecs from Home, like all sci-fi games, they're going to have their the kind of alien weirdness that they like to put in it, and I don't begrudge them that. I have my own preference and taste, so most of these are going to be human. I will probably over the week make little adjustments to it because in 05 launch, everybody's human, but you have Terrans, Drifters, Imperials, Noxites, Psychers, Voidians, Cyborians, that sort of thing. But I did roll up some of the alien races for 5 parsecs just to test it out. All right, so yeah, up first we have Johnny Nova. He is a human bounty hunter. He has a hand laser and a boarding saber. Let's see. He previously doing a long-term mission. His motivation is glory, and he's a bounty hunter. There's different things like your history, motivation, and sort of like your class. So that's what gave him the +1 speed, 1 rumor, 1 low-tech weapon. I tallied up all of the various weapons that you get from rolling up and the different items, and then you can just distribute them like throughout your crew. I almost said warband, but I didn't this time. Haha. All right, and next up, you can tell I was at a little bit of a blank spot when I was coming up with these because the second character is a rando norm. Just some random normal guy. Rando norm. And he was a frontier gangster. His motivation is political, so I think that's he's probably going to wind up being a drifter for sure, just because they're kind of run more gangland politics. And his current occupation is a scavenger, so he's sort of the one who will go to places like, oh yeah, we could definitely use one of those. I can take the cybernetic coupler, out of that and put it into the ship, sort of thing. Up next is Laura Sky, SCY, human, grew up on a space station. Her goal is motivation is survival, and her current occupation is a trader. So she knows more the mercantile of the different sectors, what people need, like what's valuable here versus what's valuable somewhere else. Oh yeah, and there's different, like how did you meet? So I kind of did it from the perspective of Johnny Nova. Met Rando Norm and Laura Sai in a bar, probably the same guy, same bar. Rando and Laura like probably know each other, and that's how they met at the same place. Up next is Sorana Joy. In the past, she was a punk. It was a little, I forgot what they called it. It was something punk, but I just wrote punk. And her motivation is order. Seems a little contradictory. Like, what do you mean you were a punk and now you're looking for order? I'm taking it more as she wants stability. She's been in the chaos of the probably like the underground scene, and she just wants a little bit more order in her life. She probably like saw lots of friends or family members like succumb to the kind of rager lifestyle. Like, I don't want to go out like that. I need something else. And her current occupation is starship crew. So probably to do that, like, yeah, I'm going to sign on with this crew, this ship. I'll maintain it. And her motivation is pursuit of Delia's goal, which is a character that will be coming up. I'll set her aside. Up next is Krenna, who is an engineer. She grew up on a primitive world, so I'm thinking she's probably a Noxite. Her motivation is power. Again, we can kind of leave that ambiguous. Like, she wants to be stronger, maybe take something powerful back to her home world to show that she's worthy of something. And her current occupation was a ganger, somebody who was in a gang. And I rolled up for how they knew each other was old war buddies. So I think Johnny Nova was in some sort of war. I think he's really turning into Malcolm Reynolds from Firefly and Serenity. I really don't think he's going to be like that, though. But yeah, Johnny and Krika, they fought together. It could possibly be that Johnny was doing some sort of transportation transport job and wound up in the middle of this war with Krika for a little bit, and they formed some sort of bond. And then later, like after said war or conflict, she just became a gang member. They crossed paths and decided, like, hey, listen, like you can keep working for the gangs, like, but I could use somebody with your military prowess as part of my crew. All right, next is Athos Dry. Rolled up alien species is a Kairan. Grew up as a military brat already, right off the bat. I'm thinking like, okay, probably an Imperial. That's kind of standard issue for the Imperials of 05 launch. Everybody does a term of service. Not necessarily, wielding a gun. You might wield a hammer or a welding torch, but you do serve. Her motivation is, or his motivation is adventure. Probably just like don't want to do the military thing, don't want to be under the very strict meritocracy of the Imperials. I want to go out and do my own thing. And right now he is a part of the ship crew. And his connection is he and Johnny have some common enemy. I don't necessarily think that is brought to light as of yet. They might not know what their common enemy is. I think Johnny probably just picked him up like, oh my gosh, like, heck yeah, I want an Imperial. Like, you guys are like great workers. And like, you got military service and you just want to be a crew. You don't want to be like your own captain. And Athos is just like, no, I'll be the cook or, be in the maintenance bay, something like that. So, common enemy might show up. Might probably, because we have it, let's use it. And then Delia. Rolled up her as a precursor, which is pretty common parlance in sci-fi, some sort of advanced being. I'm kind of leaning towards like either a psyker or a maybe even a Zodian. Zodian, they see humanity's advancement through like gene modification and sort of that way, where Imperials, they believe like, nope, we're human, we're just going to train and be disciplined and stuff like that, and that is how we advance. The Zodians are like, no, we can modify our genes, like we can be 10 times stronger or 10 times faster, which, as anybody who knows, science fiction rarely ends well when you start messing with genomes. History from a high-tech colony. Her motivation is fame. So, grew up in a high-tech colony. She wants to be famous, like some sort of super star, or just for whatever she does, she wants her face and name in big bright lights, or it might be like a bounty board that she winds up being on. hard to say. And her current role is Enforcer. So whoever she is, like she's maybe part pop idol, part MMA fighter. Because that's always entertaining. It's not always pulled off, good, but I'm looking at you, Macross. You did it good enough for me. Other people might say differently, but yeah, Fame, Enforcer. She's a bit of a bruiser, and met for a common cause. And I think just kind of like that common cause with Johnny Nova is like, I just want to go out there. I want to see the galaxy. I want to meet people, get in adventures, that sort of thing. Because across the galaxy and all the thousands and hundreds of thousands of sectors in 05 launch, life can be very short. And sometimes that breeds a sense of YOLO, just like, hey, we can die at any moment. Just let's go live. Let's go do things. But, in space, in sci-fi, you gotta make a living. And so that's how they do. Okay, yeah. And Samara Joy probably looks to Delia like, oh wow, you want to be a famous pop idol, and she was punk, she's a pop idol. We can have some fun with that. And next and last is Obar, a Solus, which is I think kind of described in the game is like a robot. So Obar is probably going to be a Cyborian, a human that is so interconnected with cybernetics that they basically identify themselves separately from the other subsects of humanity. His past is an isolative enclave. So maybe some techno-priest monastery. His motivation is glory. And his sort of role with the crew is he is the negotiator. And their common tie to Johnny Nova is trouble with authorities. Maybe Obar was getting a little too preachy from his time in the Enclave, just like, the steel is stronger than flesh, got a little too vocal about that at a bar, and was about to get jumped or something like that. Johnny stepped in like, hey, listen, just like, it's a bit zealous, but, no need to beat the guy up about it. All right, so that is the crew. I'm pretty sure I rolled this up right, starting with 10 story points. Between character creation, we have 24 credits from everybody. We have 2 patrons, and we have 2 rivals. For crew name, they do not have a crew name generator here. I think that's left more up to the player's discretion. You can name your crew whatever badass thing you want. I went to the Mecha Hack call sign generator and got Plasma Decimus, which is a little bit weird for a crew name, but how the crew is described is somewhat honorable bandits. I decided bandits is a little... They're not really bandits. They're not roving thieves or pirates, but they definitely have that Firefly-esque, we'll do jobs. Sometimes those jobs are shady. Sometimes people come after us. Maybe it's a gangster. Maybe it's, space police or something like that. But they're somewhat honorable rogues. And I rolled up ship. They have a worn colony ship, which in my mind is like it's a ship that is going to be taking like a whole bunch of colonists to settle on a new place. I think what they more have is like a colony ship kind of like drop pod. So instead of the ship that carries tens of thousands of people, this one like it's designed to carry about like 25 to 50. Obviously, there's only 8 of them, so it's very spacious. They use it like we can haul large cargo. They could probably haul like a mech or like maybe 2 in this thing if need be. So they like doing very large jobs, like doing large cargo. Since kind of on the theme of Firefly, an entire herd of cattle, perhaps. Oop, bumped the camera. All right. So it has 25 hull points. I think it's one of the ships with like the most because let's see, retired military patrol ship has 40. Okay, no, 25 is pretty average. 20 is like the lowest that I see, like an upgraded shuttle, which is like, I'd imagine like a very small, like, yeah, only 5 or like 8 people can, live here with a little bit of comfort. It does have a trait with it, and that is standard issue. And I wrote down what standard issue does here. -1 credit for components. And components are like upgrades you can do to the ship, I believe. Let me scroll down. One of these days I will get the physicals of these. So -1 credit isn't a lot when looking at this. Like a hidden compartment is 15 credits. But still, -1 credit is still pretty dang good. I'm going to go up to see if there was anything else that standard issue did. It explains brawling, defense, enemy movements. See, I think 5 parsecs is a little bit easier to understand the combat-wise. Standard issue, the cost for all starship components is reduced by 1 credit. Yep, that's it. Just by 1 credit, it's not really all that good when you're looking at it where like the minimum is like 15, like the maximum of a thing is like, oh, instead of paying 40 credits I can pay 39. But that's okay. I might just say like it's 1d6 and then you like roll it like it's 6 credits off. I might go that way just for my own personal preference. Okay, that is that. We have our list of weapons. I'm just gonna put right there. The ship name is the Independent Intruder. That I like. That might be the crew name actually. Or you know what? As I was talking in one of my other games, like it is bad form to give yourself a nickname. I think these guys need to do a couple of jobs before they earn a nickname. As we see, there's luck, there's XP, there's gear. Obar has a battle visor. So re-rolling 1s on firing. Oh yeah, I could probably go over their equipment. Rando Norm has an infantry laser and a brutal melee weapon. which is clumsy. Infantry laser has snapshot, so I believe that fires in the. You can use it during the quick phase. It's like the quick phase, the enemy phase, and then the slow phase. Let's see. Laura Sky has a military rifle and just a blade, just like a regular blade. Which is odd because she's also the traitor, but they gotta stay armed out on the frontier. Sarah Joy has a scrap pistol. Krika has an auto rifle and a handgun. Athos Dry has a colony rifle. Obar has a marksman rifle, so like a sniper rifle. And Delia Johnny, you should name these things, these characters, something that you can pronounce easily. And I'm trying to remember when I wrote it down how I said it. I think Delia, Diella, or Dyla. I like Delia. Delia sounds nice. Delia has a needle rifle and a handgun, and they have different ranges, how many shots they can do per turn, any damage bonuses. I don't think any of my the melee weapons have some damage bonuses. Oh, colony rifle, or no, yeah, none of the range ones have. The boarding saber has a damage bonus of 1, and the brutal melee has a bonus of 1. Okay, and I already rolled up a little bit of 05 launch, like the. Actually, hang on. Did I do? You can roll up like mission objectives, like things you want to do, or victory conditions. Here I have written 50 campaign turns. We will see if that happens. I might only play this game for a couple of months or something like that, but we shall see. So first we land on Samsanov. They do have a planetary name in one of the expansion books. I forget which one it is. It might be the Freelancers book. There's 3 expansion books. There is the Trailblazers Toolkit, the Freelancer's Handbook, the Fixer's Guidebook, and the new one, which is more military style. It has mechs and stuff in it. I do want to... Okay, I'm not going to find it. So I'm going to be using a mixture of the core book, the 3 expansion books that I have, just when it feels necessary, when it feels right. You can select the difficulty modes. You can select crew sizes. The standard is 6. I went with 8. Just because, like in 5 Leagues from the Borderland, I feel like 2 of these are probably going to be staying behind, staying at the ship, or, carousing, things like that. And then I'll take 6 to go do jobs, or maybe 4 or something like that. And it's, I love the different sliders. For victory conditions, it's play 20 campaign turns, 50, 100. Complete 3 quests, 5 quests, win 20 table battles, all the way up to 100, kill 10 unique individuals, upgrade a single character 10 times, play X number of campaigns on challenging mode. Yeah, there's different modes for this. You can, the enemies get tougher, they get better weapons, it takes longer to heal, things cost more. Okay. When creating a new campaign, begin the game with 1d6 plus 1 story points. Where are my story points? 10, but I also got story points from just stuff that I rolled up. If the campaign's difficulty mode is hardcore, subtract 1, things like that. Starting the story, different campaign turns, flee an invasion, decide where to travel, starship travel event, new world arrival. So we start arriving on Samsanov. And let me scroll down. New world arrivals. So when you first arrive, let's see, starting a new campaign, skip steps 1 and 2, which I did. So we start at step 3, which is check for licensing requirements. On a 5 or 6, requires a freelancer license to perform patron jobs. Roll a further 1d6 to see how many credits it will cost. I did that earlier. It did require a license, and it was like 3 credits. So my starting credits went from 27, which I could have been totally comfortable just completely paying off the ship right then. But I had to pay for a license, and I didn't want to be stuck with just 1 credit. Up next was world traits, and I got Baron. Let me see if I can't find it on here to describe what it is. Oh, where are you? Why can I not find you? It pretty much meant that nothing at all. Like, there's no drawbacks, but there's no bonuses. Yeah, no planetary features can be used on the battlefield. So that's pretty much it. Not terribly exciting. Let's see. Let me scroll back to the top here. Didn't do travel events, world traits. All right, up next is World Step. Each campaign turn, you must pay upkeep for your crew, representing paychecks, booze, food, anything else that is more routine than adventure. Upkeep cost is 1 credit if you have 4 to 6 crew, and plus 1 credit per crew member past 6. So, for example, a crew of 5 pays 1 credit. A crew of 8 would pay 2 additional credits for a total of 3. I'm not going to do that this campaign turn because we are just starting out. Okay, I think the kids are pacified for now. So yeah, we will do that. You can make payments on your ship if you owe money, having done so or having decided to do so. If you still owe money on your ship, the amount, if you have not, the amount now increased by 1 credits, 10 credits if you owe 31 credits or more. This brings the total to 75 credits or more. Roll 2d6 on a 2-6. Okay, so we will probably pay, I'm going to say we're going to pay 3 credits because we do not want it to get to 31. I could probably pay off more, but I want to probably go purchase some things. Ship repair. If your ship sustained hull point damage, you may spend 1 point automatically at this stage. You may also spend money restoring hull points. Every credit spent on repairs will fix 1 point of hull damage. If you spend Uh, you may spend any amount of credits you like. Paying for medical care. If you have crew in sickbay, you may now pay 4 credits to remove one campaign turn from a single character's recovery time. This can be done as often as you can afford it. Okay. We'll have to look at the injuries table and stuff like that. Character in sick bay and bots needing repairs now. Mark off one campaign turn from the duration. If this was their last campaign turn in sick bay, they can rejoin the crew for battle, but cannot perform tasks this campaign turn. Okay, speaking of which, assigning and resolving crew tasks. Every campaign turn, each crew member can engage in one task, including looking for new crew members or patrons, covering the crew's trail from rivals, or actively tracking them, exploring, training, trading, or repairing broken items. Each crew member that isn't in sickbay can take one task now. Okay, so I think this is what we're gonna do. All right, so I actually have here some people already have patrons. Did I write them down? One patron. Yep, I have them from different things. We have rivals. Okay, so I think Rando Norm, we're going to start with him. He's going to see if one of his patrons or a contact for one of his patrons is on this planet. Find patron. To find a patron, roll 1d10, add the number of crew members who are looking for. If the crew has a patron amongst their contacts, each patron adds +1 to the roll. After rolling, you may opt to spend credits. Each credit gives a +1 bonus. If the result is 5 or higher, you found a patron to hire you for the job. Okay, I think what we are going to do, we are going to have Rondo and Obar, since he is the negotiator, try to find a patron, and then we'll roll up some patron stuff. I think one of these has a patron name generator. I might go look for that really quick. As quickly as can be. Yeah, corporate patron names. There's the world name generator. Colony name generator. Ship name generator. And that is in the Trailblazers toolkit. Okay, so it has to be a 5 or higher. We are going to have 2 people looking. I think we're going to spend 1 credit to make it a +3. It's a 1. Rats. Oh wait, hang on. If you have an existing patron, the first job offer comes from them. If 2 job offers are offered at once. Okay. Well, we are starting with 4 potential patrons. I think what I'm going to do, just executive decision, I'm going to mark this down to 3, and we are just going to find a patron. Okay, where does it say patron job, page 83? Let's roll that up really quick. We don't have to take it right away, but we can see. All right, receive a patron job or... Oh, hang on. Patron name. Let's do all the fun rolly bits, shall we? That's why we're here. That's why we're doing this. Why am I missing a D10? Here it is. 68. Associated. Associated what? 100. Associated investments. Oh, do we have a person name? Do we have a person name? Am I gonna have to go? Yep, I'm gonna have to go someplace and find random space NPCs. All right. So Don John, Donjon. Uh, generator. That's okay. Number 4. Jeffrey Yorfalo. JEFFRY. Yorfalo. All right. Short, slender, long hair, long copper hair, white eyes, wears current fashion. Just put fancy boy. We'll put fancy corpo. I'm going to say rando knows him from sort of trying to get out of the gang life. Maybe one of Jeffrey's associates. They're like, hey, there's this guy on a backwater. He's trying to get out. And like, he's got potential. We can use him. Take a look at him, see what you can do. And Jeffrey's like, okay, I'm going to sponsor you. I'm going to get you a little bit of education, like a rags to riches success story like people always love. So we've got that. Let's go see what kind of job they're going to offer. Patron table. There's actually a table to 6. Wealthy individual. Wealthy individual. So this is more the person who's associated with associated investments. Wealthy individual. Danger pay table. Roll the danger pay. This is on top of any normal battle earnings. Unless stated otherwise, it is paid even if the mission fails, but only if the mission is attempted. Add +1 to the roll if working for a corporation. Technically, no, not as per the table. But we will roll up, see what it is. 4. 4 is +1 credit. Actually, I should here. Patron job. One cred. +1 cred, hazard pay. All right, the time frame at a 10 plus. Add +1 to the roll if working for a secretive group. Nope, we're working for a wealthy individual who I think should be giving us more hazard pay. 1. It needs to be this campaign turn. Nice. It's on the table, but sooner rather than later. So if anybody else does carousing here is like of bounties or anything like that, This is priority 1. All right, benefits. Hazards and conditions table. Patron may offer additional benefit. Job may carry an additional hazard, or there may be conditions to account for. If you have worked for this patron before, the benefit, if any, always remains the same. All right, let's roll up benefits, and let's see here. This is going to be a D10, but a +5 for wealthy individual. Well, okay. D10 plus 5. 9 plus 5 is 14, but it's only a D10 table. Negotiable. If you accept this job, you may re-roll the danger pay and pick the better of the rolls. You know what? I think that is exactly what we are going to do. Danger pay. I mean, already it was just, rolled a 1. 4. It's the same dang thing. Okay, so just 1 credit for danger pay. All right, hazards is at a +8. I'm not entirely sure. 8 plus, 5 plus. Damage paid out only if the mission is successful. Oh, that's benefits. I imagine the hazards are going to be the same thing. Okay, so this is at an 8 plus. I don't know how that actually happens, because you know what? I'm just going to roll for it, see what comes up. 9. Private transport. If you have rivals, they cannot track you this campaign turn. Okay. Wait, that's for a hazard? Okay, so Jeffrey's given them a private transport to use. Because I think that's something that can happen. Like, after you do a mission, your rivals have a chance to, like, find you, kind of like after you've beaten yourself up and before you can get your rewards. Conditions subtable, another D10. 7, busy. If the mission is a success, the patron offers a new job next campaign turn. Okay. Okay, so patron job. Boom. That is Rando and Obar. They are tapped. Let's go back to the top. Let's see. What do we want? We don't have anything broken. Look for rival. Recruit, trade, train. I think Laura is going to train. Let's take a look at the training rules. Train. Characters can improve their ability scores with experience points. Never mind. No one has experience. Actually, Athos Dry has experience points. Does it say how many it needs? Moves battle. Characters also train as a task, earning 1 XP. If this means they may make a character upgrade. Okay, so that is what Lacey, or sorry, not Lacey, Laura, is going to train and get 1 XP. Okay. We will tap Laura. Let's see. Don't really need to train. Don't really need to track. Actually, Krika, she is going to track. If you have rivals, you can attempt to track some of them down. You have local rival of your choice. Don't really want... Really don't want to start a fight. No, not this campaign turn. I think... The other four are going to... Other four? Other six? No, wait, that can't be right. Nope, other five. I'm looking at that. Haha. Okay, explore. Explore table, page 80. All right, D100. We will go Krika, Krika and Johnny. Oh, hang on a minute. This is a D100. 96. Oof. Hopefully it's something good. Who left this laying around? Add your choice of handgun, blade, colony rifle, or shotgun. Okay. I'm going to add shotgun to the list. And that will just stay in. So they're walking around and they just see this random shotgun laying around. Why not? Okay, we are going to tap Krika and Johnny. Actually, we'll do one more roll, see if anything fun shows up. 79. Just needs a little love. Roll on gadget table. But the item is damaged, needs to be repaired before it can be used. If the character is an engineer, the item works right away. Krika is an engineer. Johnny finds a shotgun. Krika finds a gadget. Page 29. Okay, this turned out interesting. Oh, 29. Oh, that's all the way back there. Gadget table. D100. 98. Stim pack. All right, Krika, you have a stim pack. Let's see what stim pack does really quick. Try to do all of this really quick, but oh, hang on. Oh, gotta scroll down. Stim pack. Don't want move it. Want the gadgets. Weapons and gear. Consumables. Stim pack. If a character would become a casualty, they remain on the table with a single stun marker. This item can be used reflexively upon becoming a casualty, does not require an action. So if she goes down, she can just be like, nope, and she'll just be stunned. All right, I think Serana and Dela, since they're kind of best friends, and they were roommates. That's a joke, don't crucify me. Like, they can totally be in a relationship. And in fact, I think that's adorable. Exploration table. They're going on a little walking date. 83. Offered a small job. When fighting this campaign turn, select a random enemy figure. If your crew kills them, earn 2 credits. No reward if they run away. Okay, where is my... I'm just going to write it here. All right. So, whatever happens during this patron job, there is an additional enemy, and we get 2 credits to off them, as I interpret it. We're going to roll one more on this one. 46. 46. Tech Fanatic offers to help. Pick a damaged item of equipment, roll 1d6 on a 5-6. You have it fixed for free. An engineer instead spends the afternoon talking shop, earning 2 XP. Neither of them are engineers. We don't have any broken equipment. But hey, we've found a fixer dude. And that is written in the note. Found a fixer dude. All right. Last up is Athos Dry. Exploring. Whoop. Got to be in the den. 82. 82. Get in a bad fight. Character must spend 1d3 campaign turns in sickbay and lose 1 item of carried equipment. Athos got jumped. Holy cow. Did he have anything? He had the colony rifle. Dang. Well, good thing we found a shotgun. Shotgun, dang it. All right, and is going to spend 1d3 days in sickbay. So it's 1-2 for 1, 3-4 for 2, 5-6 for 3. 3 in sickbay. Okay. Dang. All right. Now I know. If I roll 80 to 20, someone's going to have a bad day. All right. So we have the job offer. Dang. Athos is... laid up. We are going to take this job. Does it say how much it pays? Didn't say how much it pays. Okay. We are coming to an end. We are going to have all the equipment assigned. I think that... so Athos is staying behind. I think... I think Serrana is going to stay behind. Yeah, they're both ship crew. I think one more is going to stay behind. Yeah, I think Laura is going to stay behind. So we are only going to be having 5. So it's going to be Johnny, Rendo, Krika, Obar, and Dela. They are going to go in the mission. I want to say that we should have more. Okay. So, assign equipment, resolve rumors. You may find rumors as you play if you're not currently on a quest. Roll a d6 at this stage if the roll is equal to or below the number of rumors. Do I have rumors? I have 3 rumors. One of them has tracked you down and you will have to fight them. Oh, no, wait. I just went from rumors to rivals. Blah, blah, blah. Remove all the rumors from your roster. You now have received a quest which you may pursue immediately until the quest is resolved. Anytime you would receive a rumor, instead you receive a quest rumor. Okay, so let's just see. Roll a d6 if it's less than. Do I have any rumors? I do. I have 4 rumors. Like something big's happening in this sector. Okay, so 4 or less, or does it have to be equal to or below? Nope. That is fine. Choose your battle. First, you must check that your rivals give you the opportunity to choose your battle. We are taking the private transport. We do not need that. Select your job. If you are not attacked by rivals, carry out we're going to do a patron activity. All right, patron mission. Yeah, we didn't really get the details for this mission. I probably should have rolled that up beforehand. Battles fall into the following types: patron missions, rival missions, quest missions, opportunity missions, invasion missions. Okay. Okay. D100 for patron missions. It is an 8. Oh, wait, these are deployment conditions. All right, no conditions. Okay, up next is notable sites. Okay. 93. Curious item. Roll 1d6. 5. On a 5 or 6, roll on the loot table, page 131. Geez, that's... Okay, special items. 37. Oh, wait, that... Ship items. 31. Distraction bot. They found a distraction bot. Okay, interesting. Okay. Determine objective. So we will roll for objective. Cocked. 1. Move through. Okay. Move through. That's weird. Okay. All right. You win the mission if at least 2 crew members move off the opposing battlefield edge. If you drive off all enemies, you win as long as you have at least 2 crew members remaining. Okay, so we've just got to get to the end? Interesting. Okay. We'll roll with it. We don't have any rival attacks. Determining the enemy. We are not fighting a rival. Enemy encounter table. Does it say? Oh, okay. So it's a D100. The enemy type. 34 on the, all right, hired muscle. Okay, so okay, so Jeffrey is paying us to move through this territory, moving through hired muscle of someone. Okay. Oh, hired muscle. Yep, they have their own. Let's see, 32. That will be guild troops. Interesting. Guild troops, number +0. Panic 1-2. Many of the various trade and tech guilds maintain their own private armies to enforce their interests in space. Entry, roll 2d6, add 1. If you kill a lieutenant or unique individual on a 9+, you obtain a quest rumor. Not entirely sure about that. Paid professionals. Okay. So just kind of looking at the tables, just setting up for number of opponents. Crew size of 5, rolled 1d6 to determine the number of opponents. We know there's at least going to be plus another one. Dang! Okay, so there's going to be 7. 7 enemies. Yeah, I'm not going to remove one. I'm looking over the various difficulty modes. Like if this is an easy mode and I roll 5+, I remove one of the regular opponents. Not going to do that. We'll fight 7 enemies. 7 on 5. All right. Any unique individual specialties or lieutenants? You encounter 7 plus 2 specialists. Okay, there's 2 specialists. Actually, no, because that additional one is from the random enemy. So we have 1 specialist. Okay. Let's see. We will just about wrap up. We'll get this little bit sorted out. Unique individuals. Unless fighting invasion battle or an enemy from the roving threat subtable, roll 2d6. Add +1 opponents from the interested party's subtable. If the campaign's difficulty is hardcore, okay. So 2d6. If it's 9+, there is a unique person here. Okay, so that is a 7. There is no unique individual. Thank goodness. Okay, so I have... Oh wait, I have a unique enemy from the thing at the place. The wandering around thing. Let me see if I can't find it. Random enemy +2 credits. Where did I find that? Okay, so it's when fighting this campaign turn, select a random enemy figure. If your crew kills that enemy, okay. So it's going to be 6 enemies. It's just one of these has a particular bounty on its head. All right, that is the first episode of 05 launch, 5 parsecs from home. I know I was probably doing a lot of like over here on the side, a lot of looking at the PDF. But yeah, we have Johnny Nova. And let's see here, we'll pick out the rest. Rand, Obar, Athos got jumped. Let's see here. Serana, things back. Dahlia's coming with us. Laura's staying beside, and Krika. They will go and do this patron job, show off, move through this area, and that'll probably be the next episode. Have that out by next Sunday. All right, folks. Thanks for watching or listening. I imagine these are a little bit more fun to listen to than watch because there's not a heck of a lot going on the table this time. That was a little bit of me explaining 05 launch. Hope you all enjoyed it. Or explaining 05 launch. 5 parsecs from home. 5s everywhere. Actually, it's where I came up with 05 launch because I like the 5 scheme. All right, do all the likes and stars and thumbs and stuff, the shares, all that, and we'll catch you in the next episode. Bye-bye.